What's up, This is Dean Anthony TV. I'm here to do my spoiler review of Thor Love and Thunder. It starts off in the desert. Gore the God Butcher is walking to an empty desert, and he is alone in the sand. And he's carrying his daughter. She's sick, found asleep on the sand, knocked out, and gets up and walks towards the forest. Then he goes into the water, and then he meets a god in the water, and he talks about the necklace sword, and then he takes the necklace sword and stabs the guy. It shows that Thor as a bad and shows his progress. Then he meets the Guardians of the Galaxy. He grabs Stormbreaker and fights off the enemies in the desert. A lot of funny, humorous stuff in there. Thor is punching and kicking everybody. They defeat all of them. Meanwhile, in the hospital, Jane Foster is laying sick on the bed. She sees more in there. Description in a book. She goes near it, and she sees it in the capsule, and it starts going back together. More jokes. Another scene with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Thor and the Guardians see the gods on the screen, and then Gore wants to kill him. Jane and Thor go out there and do fun things, and they're very friendly with each other, riding bikes and eating together with a lot of sarcastic jokes. Jane and Thor team up. One day I saw that Jane was able to put down the hammer, and then Thor was able to still pick up the hammer, which means that he's the previous owner, so he's able to wield it, but Jane has it now. The final scene had Thor and Jane versus Gore the God Butcher. She is the mighty Thor. He used Stormbreaker to attack Gore. Gore uses the necklace sword to fight back. Jane shot a lightning bolt. Jane used more in there. He fights Gore with the fight and attempts to take Stormbreaker. Thor, you won, Gore. He wants to be Jane. Gore wants to be to the throne of gods, not the death or revenge that you seek. Jane is sick again, and she's about to pass away, and she does. Gore is killed, and his daughter was left for Thor to take care of. In the mid-credit scene, Russell Crowe as Zeus is in front of girls in a bed, and then he's free to he says his iconic phrase, "They will be free to understand you, my son." And then Hercules gets up. Awesome mid-credit scene. The after-credit scene shows Jane Foster walks up in Valhalla in the afterlife of the 9 realms, and she walks through and she meets Heimdall, the gatekeeper, there as well. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. I thought the first and second act was bad outside of Gore's storyline. The Thor act fight good at the end. I think Marvel is on a decline in quality after Endgame in Phase 4. The hype isn't there. I'm looking for most of Black Panther in November and Blade in 2024. Thank you.